Natasha Grants always wanted to belong. The child of a biracial affair between two married people, Natasha was put up for adoption at 7 months old.
It was difficult being adopted and trying to channel all the emotions that I felt. My biological mother did not want to take care of me. I think I was a reminder of her affair, and she struggled with that as well as my race. My white friends would tell me I acted too black, and my black friends would tell me I acted too white. So it was really difficult trying to find my identity.
Natasha's identity issues and insecurities made her lash out at those around her.
I did have a lot of anger issues and a lot of emotional problems, I guess you could say, that I did take out on my adoptive mother, I think, so she got the brunt of it for the most part.
Natasha still craved approval, so she started having sex when she was just 12 years old.
I didn't understand my body. I didn't understand, how to value it and what it meant and who I was. I started at a very young age, and I was very promiscuous from that point forward. Every guy I would date, I automatically had it in my mind that I had to do these things in order to stay with him.
She drifted from relationship to relationship, looking for fulfillment.
I really felt that I didn't have any purpose. I wasn't sure of what goals to even set if I did have any. I just kind of felt lost and alone, and I wasn't sure what I was on this earth for.
Then she got pregnant at 15 by her 19-year-old boyfriend.
I felt completely numb being pregnant in 15. I was just numb to it. And as the pregnancy progressed, I did feel like being a mother would become my identity, and I would finally find myself in that.
But halfway through her pregnancy, her baby's father was shot and killed. Natasha was lost again and slipped into a deep depression.
Suddenly, everything was stripped away. My world was turned upside down, and I realized that I wasn't in control of anything because I think I believed the illusion that everything was in my control and that no matter what came at me, everything was going to be okay.
Her adoptive mother helped Natasha through the depression of losing her baby's father, and the two became close. After her son was born, Natasha tried to make motherhood her purpose. She returned to finish high school and then started community college, but she still felt incomplete.
Even though I felt like I was coming into my identity as a mother, I was still empty inside. I still felt like I was missing something greater, something bigger, and I couldn't figure it out, doing what I was supposed to do, but I was still like a zombie. There was no life inside of me. I didn't have life. I just went along with what I thought I was supposed to do, and I was trying to be the kind of mother I thought I was supposed to be.
During her second year of college, Natasha noticed something different about one of her professors.
There was something about him that was intriguing me, and just the way he conducted himself. It was the little things, and I've never been around anybody like that.
One day at the end of the semester, she asked him about it.
And his reply was, "I'm a warrior of Jesus Christ." He never mentioned Jesus' name in class, never said anything like that, but the presence was so strong that I could still feel it, and I still knew.
They talked for a while, and the professor invited her to church.
I've never been to church besides for Christmas and Easter, not even every Christmas and Easter. I have always felt drawn to the spiritual world, but I would look to fill that void in things like a Ouija board or hanging out with my friends in a cemetery. I just had that hunger for something deeper.
At church, Natasha felt God's love, and she knew she found what was missing from her life.
There was something, a chord that was struck in me where I knew that this stuff was real, and something in me just lit up and went crazy. When I got home from church, I prayed. I went to my bedroom, closed the door, and prayed on my knees and said, "Jesus, please come into my heart." And instantly, it was like a light bulb came on. That's what it felt like. I'm finally home, and God just became my father, and there was this beautiful connection that was so deep, it was indescribable. I saw myself as having an identity in him now. It wasn't just up to me and who I saw in the mirror. It was about so much more. He looked at me and he saw a beautiful daughter of his that could change the world with his help, as he worked through me. And I saw myself of great value. I wasn't just this little biracial girl that was swayed to and from, adopted and unwanted. I became this powerful woman, and he just overtook my heart and everything.
The first thing she did was buy a Bible. She would read it constantly.
I just was completely soaking up all the truth I could. I just loved that thing, and I didn't even understand it, but I knew I was meant to be reading it.
Today, she is happily married to a pastor, and they are planning a church outside of Pittsburgh. She identifies as a child of God, unconditionally loved and forgiven.
Looking back on my life, I see him everywhere. His fingerprints were everywhere the whole time, which really helps me wrap my mind around his love too. That even though I felt alone, even though there's been times where I had suicidal thoughts, all those different things, he was there. Every moment of it, he was there. To sit here and see the big picture of what he's done since the moment I was adopted up until now, and the people he's brought in and out of my life and everything. It's just, I don't know. You just really wrap your mind around how good he is and how much you really don't deserve any of it.